Hey there, this is Berwin Leong, educational coach from Berleaf Education. Today we will tackle a fraction word problem using the change of numerator and fixed point methods. Now, if you are not familiar with these methods, please pause the video, check out the linked video found in the description below before proceeding on. Let's take a look at the question. Valerie, Jake, and Zechariah shared the cost of a present. 3/5 of Zechariah's share was equals to 1/3 the total of Jake's and Valerie's share. So 2/3 of Jake's share was equal to 1/3 the total of Zechariah's share and Valerie's share combined. So Valerie's paid $30 less than Zechariah. How much did the present cost? Let's identify the key information. Let me highlight them here. We are given multiple fractions for the three individuals' share of the cost, which we know are equivalent. Now, this actually suggests to us that the change of numerator method can be applied here to solve the question. So let's begin by organizing and writing down the equivalent fractions in a structured manner. We start off with Zechariah's, which is represented by Z, is to Jake and Valerie, J and V. So 3/5 is equals to 1/3. While J is to Z and V, based on here, we have 2/3 equals to 1/3 over here. So applying the change of numerator method, we need to convert the equivalent fractions to have the least common numerator. And since the least common numerator here is actually 3, we need to multiply 3 to both top and bottom of the fraction. So 3/5 did not change. So we will just write down 3/5 here, being equal to the changed one, which is 3/9. And as for this over here, we have, since least common numerator is 2, you're going to multiply 2 on both top and bottom. And that would be 2/3, which didn't change. Alright, let's write it down, equals to 2/6. Okay, so understanding each of these parts, right, actually is very essential for us to apply the change of numerator method. So for this over here is actually the total units representing Zechariah's share of the cost. And here, this 9 represents the total units of Jake and Valerie's combined share. So these 3 and 6 over here, the 3 signifies the total units for Jake, while this 6 over here represents Zechariah's and Valerie's combined share. Now, it's important to note that while the units here within each set of denominators are comparable, right? These are comparable. The units between the two sets, right? Two different sets of fraction, however, is not comparable. Okay, now for this, we will need to utilize the fixed point method, which is a ratio solving technique, to make the unit sizes between the two sets of fraction comparable. Now then, we will be able to solve the question much more easily. Okay, so to provide you a clearer understanding of how we can utilize the ratio solving technique, let me first present the information as ratios. And this will help you to visualize the relationship between the various components. So we have Z is to J plus V being 5:9. And then we have J is to Z plus V is actually 3:6. Okay. So let's continue working on the question with this all on a fresh page. Proceeding forward, observe the sum of these 3 individuals in either of this ratio actually represents the total cost of the present. Now, here comes the concept of constant total, because the present cost will always be the same. So, considering this, it would be good if we can add in the total on each of these ratio over here. So the total for the first ratio is that of obviously 14. Okay, this can be of course found. This can be found by using 5 add with 9, right? Adding with 9. And for the second ratio, we can find the total by using 3 plus 6, giving us 9. And simplifying this, we will get 1:2 3. So given the constant total here, we will employ the fixed point method to make the units in both ratio comparable. So we'll begin by writing the fixed point, which is the total, and extend the ratio on these two sides over here to include the values to these ratios over here. So I'll start off with the first ratio, Zachary is to J is to V is to total. Here we go, 5 is to 9. And we will have the total over here, which is 14. And then we extend to the right to include this ratio over here, which is J is to Z plus V. Let's write it down. Okay. So connecting it with the total, which is 3. The second row will have 3 is to 1 is to 2. Okay, we start equalizing the ratio through the total by multiplying 14 with 3, giving us 42. And then diagonally, we shall multiply in this manner. 5 times 3 gives me 15. And 9 times 3 gives me 27. And on the other side, we're going to multiply 14 with 1, gives me 14, and then 14 with 2, giving 28. Okay, by employing the fixed point method, we have successfully made all the units here in the ratio comparable. Now with this, we can proceed to identify the units that represent $30, which is the difference between V and Z. Notice that we can use this information over here to find V. So where V is actually found by using the 28 units, subtracting with 15 units to give us 13 units. Yeah. So the difference between V and Z is found by using Z's unit here, which is that of 15, to deduct with the 13 units which we found earlier on, giving us 2 units. So since the difference between two units is equivalent to $30, we can find 1 unit. 30 divided by 2, giving me $15. And to find the cost of the present, represented by 42 units, right? Let's write it down first. Cost of present, 42 units. Okay, we will use $15 multiplied by 42 units, giving us $630. Okay, and there we go. This is how we solve this question. If you found this helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you can also follow us on our social media, which is that of Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for more of this useful content. Meanwhile, keep on practicing and I'll see you soon to solve the next question. Take care.